All righty. Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. I'm going to go ahead and just give us a second here, let everybody have a chance to filter in. Super excited for today's topic. As you jump in, feel free to jump in the chat, and let me actually make sure really quick that we're good to go there, that everyone can chat. Okay, everyone should be able to chat now. So if you have anything, questions as they come up, feel free to drop them in the Q&A, the chat. Love to hear where everyone's from. Drop where you're tuning in from, and we'll go ahead and get started here in just another 10 seconds or so. Make sure we let everyone else continue to jump in here. Yeah, excited to get going here.
Me too.
All righty. Let's go ahead and get started here. So super excited for the webinar today. We're going to be talking about the ultimate guide to job costing with QuickBooks Desktop and BusyBusy. And to have this conversation, we've brought Jackie Shaw on here to do so. And Jackie is nationally recognized as a presenter, author, QuickBooks wizard. She works as a remote CFO, a business consultant, a bookkeeping trainer, founder and principal consultant of Get Organized, and provides accounting and organizational consulting services for small to medium construction businesses, remodeling businesses. So super excited to have you on here, Jackie, get your expertise. And yeah, we'll let you just take it from here. And again, anyone, as you have questions, drop them in the chat and the Q&A, and we'll get started.
Thank you, Ryan. I feel really honored to be able to present this topic to you all, and that BusyBusy provided me an opportunity and platform to share this knowledge. In looking at the presenters, I see some of my current and past clients. So hi, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to go through the ultimate way to do job costing in QuickBooks Desktop. First thing I want to say is, some of you are probably going to say, but where is that QuickBooks Desktop? Where is it going? Well, you know, for the last 10 years, they say that QuickBooks Desktop is going to be gone in 5 years, and we're still here. Any of you who have been spelunking around in QuickBooks Online, which we're planning on doing a training on that as well, you'll notice if you've used QuickBooks Desktop, the QuickBooks Online is still not as powerful, especially when it comes to the job costing, especially when it comes to estimated costs versus actual costs. That piece is not available in online. Now, this is the world of app stacking, right? So what we're doing right now is stacking BusyBusy on top of QuickBooks, and in between that is this little tiny layer of frosting called Easy Import. So that's what we're talking about doing today. If you're using QuickBooks Online, you really have to even stack more apps on top of it to get good job costing. And those third-party apps, from what I heard from clients, prices have just risen on one of the main products used in the remodeling and construction world for production tracking, which is another app that you can stack. So that's a lot of data, but I just wanted to put that out there at first, like, where is Desktop going? You know what they did? They made it a subscription. So now instead of paying for it every 3 years, we have to pay for it every year. I am happy to pay for it every year as long as I get to keep my QuickBooks Desktop, because it is so powerful. So let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get into the PowerPoint presentation. And we're going to talk about a number of things. It's going to get a little heavy here. So if you haven't grabbed your coffee or afternoon snack or morning, whatever you need, we're going to be looking at some financial statements. And I know that can be pretty intense for some people. So deep breaths, don't panic. Everything will be okay. All righty. So me and BusyBusy. First thing I want to know is, do you all have any burning questions about the topic of time tracking and job costing that you just have to know right now. And Ryan's looking to see if there's any of those questions. Partially, I want to make sure that I have the answers in the presentation here, but I also am just interested, does anybody have something where they're just going nuts? Need an answer. Anything, Ryan?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Okay, folks. Well, I'll move on from here, but start a list of your burning questions because there will be time at the end to talk about them. What we're going to cover, we're going to cover a very simplified, customizable way to get busy information into QuickBooks. We're going to talk about what you should do with that time data, and once it's in QuickBooks, how you should look at it before you process payroll. And then we're also going to talk about the best options if you're using a third-party payroll service. What that means is you're not processing payroll in QuickBooks Desktop using either one of the choices, right? There's the assisted payroll or enhanced. Enhanced meaning you do it yourself. Assisted, Intuit does most of it. So these are the topics that we're going to be covering. Also, we're going to be looking at reports that you can look at a weekly, monthly basis to ensure the accuracy of your data. Bookkeepers, our whole job, right, is to provide accurate data so that we can have really good financial reports. And so I'm going to teach you how to check your data. On my job descriptions for my business, I put down that people only need to be 99% accurate in their data entry, which, some people would say, well, it's got to be 100%. No one can do 100% perfect accuracy. And let me tell you, the AIs and stuff that are coming into play here are also not going to get it 100% accurate. So we need to have a way of double checking our data. As bookkeepers, we're kind of double, triple checkers. Like that's kind of our nature. And we definitely want to do that when it comes to payroll and job costing. We're going to talk about why fake or generic jobs can cause a problem in QuickBooks and why they shouldn't be used. There are a couple exceptions to that. If we have time, we'll talk about the couple of exceptions to that rule. Things we're not going to be covering, and I wish we had time, but we could talk about these topics for days. And I'll show you, I'll give you some advice later on how to actually get into this information for days. But we're not going to be talking about the labor burden. Any industry, whether it's engineering or excavating, there is a labor burden that we want to talk about. In the HR world, we often talk about PTB, payroll tax, and benefits combined being about 1.333. That assumption is pretty true if you have office staff that get, kind of the regular holiday vacation time. Maybe they have some health care. That might be a pretty good number. But when it comes to having field staff, people in the field that need uniforms and vehicles and tools and supplies, we actually end up seeing the PTB as 1.5 or 2.0, meaning that labor burden is 50% of your labor cost up to 100. And that's a completely different topic. And it's not, while it's linked with payroll and payroll is the way that we allocate this particular expense, it's not part of the core of what we're doing today. I will say, my last day job, I worked for an engineering company, and even they had small tools, consumables, samples that they had to buy that could not be assigned to a particular job. Right? And those kinds, all these expenses you're looking at here go into a group of accounts. The way I do accounting, the way my mentor does accounting for job costing, all of these things are considered indirect expenses. When we look at our example profit and loss, you'll see examples of some of those accounts being created. All right, next one. We're also not going to cover the service items, AKA cost codes. That is also linked to payroll and BusyBusy. And it's important to understand that not everyone uses service items, so they're really valuable. Service items, cost codes, that means, are you doing demo or finished carpentry? What are you doing out in the field? Are you running a piece of equipment? Or are you using hand tools? Those are the kinds of things that can come up for service items. One thing I will say is don't create fake service items. Don't create service items that are for like admin and holiday and things like that. They're not needed. And the BusyBusy system allows you to do time tracking without having these fake things come into QuickBooks. I also will flag one other thing. The asset tracking in QuickBooks Desktop conflicts a bit because it turns these assets into a service item when you look at the service item list. So it can just create a bit of muck that we don't really want. And in most cases, for bookkeepers, you're doing more than just tracking assets. You're tracking all of the property owned by the company. But again, these are the topics we're not going to cover, but I just wanted to flag them as extra things that do come into play with all of this, but it's beyond the scope of our 1-hour meeting. For more information, my mentor and I have a book. It's the Remodeler's Ultimate Guide to QuickBooks Desktop. You can get this by going out to my website, gogetorganized.com, and going to products. The next version of this book is going to be released in 2023, and it is going to include a chapter on how to use BusyBusy for time tracking. So watch for that. In the meantime, this manual is very valuable, explaining all things related to job costing. While it says remodelers here, I would say anyone that's doing job costing would really benefit from this manual and reading through it and fully understanding how the financials are impacted by job costing. Okay, so that's a resource for all the things we're not going to talk about. The industries that are going to benefit from this, it's like I said, anything from engineering, remodeling, even accounting firms are often doing job tracking because when they're working on like your tax return, they're clocked in under your name, right? And even if they're charging you flat fees, most people, even if they're charging flat fees, still want to know what the actual expenses were, right? And so that's why we have to do good time tracking so we fully understand what those expenses are, even if it's the expense of processing your tax return. And so this, what we're talking about here, any number of industries can benefit from this. I love this. Right on the BusyBusy homepage, or maybe it's the about, it says BusyBusy improved the relationship between the office staff and the field staff. I know there's a lot of bookkeepers and office managers with me today because I saw your names. We all know what this is like, chasing down time, chasing down receipts, trying to get everything together. And it does, this kind of system really does improve the relationship because now it's on the employees to get their timesheets accurate. It's on the supervisor to check the timesheets to make sure they're accurate. And then it's not left to the bookkeeper to be chasing down time. I actually, because we did direct deposit at my last day job, there was a couple engineers that would never fill out their timesheets until like the day of payroll. And so I started telling them if they didn't have their time in on time, I wasn't going to process their paycheck, which then gave me 2 days to get their time and give them a paper check. And no one likes paper checks. So bookkeeping people, that's a way to kind of get in there and make sure they give you what you need. But you can only do that if you're doing direct deposit because you have to pay people on the day you promise. My mission is to educate bookkeepers and provide them support. I came up in the bookkeeping industry. I know how hard it is to get continued ed. Luckily, we're all sitting here and this is a continued education event for you all, but I know how hard. I would ask my old boss to take a day off to go to Portland for a conference and he would be like, oh, I have to pay you for the whole day. I suppose you're going to want to eat lunch and I have to pay for that too. It was terrible. And so I want to really provide a space where bookkeepers and office managers can truly learn all the things they need to learn because too often they're not provided the same kind of continued ed or professional development that people will provide to the production staff, right? Because so many people see production staff, they're the ones making money, invest in them. Actually investing some money in your back of the house, bookkeeping, office management, and all those kind of folks actually can really benefit your company quite a bit. And you're going to see the why as we go through this. So I started a new company with my colleague, also named Jackie. We are Brass Jacks. We are going to have QuickBooks classes available for bookkeepers so that you can even pay for your own professional development if needed, or hopefully maybe you'll find a business owner that'll help support you. And so our first classes are going to be available in the fall. It's going to be a across the board general, this is how you do bookkeeping. After that, there's going to be specific courses targeted, and job cost accounting is going to be one of the first ones I do that's targeted for a specific market. So that's going to be a way of gaining more knowledge for those of you who are interested in expanding your skill set. Big goals for today. I want you to teach you the data patterns, what to look for, what patterns to look for to know that you're doing things correctly. Keeping it in QuickBooks is huge. I don't like it when I see people doing lots and lots of Excel documents, because Excel's over here, QuickBooks over here. Excel is likely to have human error and formula errors and issues. So as much as possible, we want to leverage reports in QuickBooks. Leveraging reports in QuickBooks means that we have to have accurate setup in QuickBooks, and we need to know what we're doing. I also want to make sure the big thing you're going to learn today is that link between the customer jobs, the payroll items, and the profit and loss, and how they all come together. Now we're going to start with the rules. Okay. Now, there are a half dozen of us in the US that are the top job cost accounting professionals, right? There's a short list of people. Everybody does things slightly differently. And so this is the way I do things. It's the way that my mentor, Judith Miller, who's very well known in the remodeling industry, this is the way that she would do things. And so that's what we're focused on right now. There's, endless ways of doing things in QuickBooks. I've seen crazy things. I've seen people set up classes that are actually cost of goods sold. I've seen people put the cost codes in the chart of accounts. I've seen people put all the payroll into payroll expense and then do journal entries to move it all over and job cost it. Like, there's a lot of different ways of doing it. The way I do it, I want it to be easily duplicated. I want it to be the kind of system that you can have a standard operating procedure, an SOP, and almost anybody can sit down in front of QuickBooks and do the clicks and get it done, right? We don't want to have systems that particular bookkeeper wanted that kind of system, and so they implemented it, and then the new bookkeeper comes and they implement different systems. That's not what we want. We need a corporate company way of doing the accounting that does not change no matter who's doing the bookkeeping, and that's huge. Often when clients come to me, I look at their financial statements and I can see there's like 3 different personalities on the piece of paper. Bookkeeper 1, bookkeeper 2, bookkeeper 3. They had 3 bookkeepers in 1 year and they all did things differently. Most skilled professional bookkeepers know that the first step when you start a new job or start working with a new client is you look at the way they're doing things and you continue that until you can sit down with management and say, I think we should do it this way, right? And it's a decision at a high level. Too often bookkeepers are kept in the silo, the silos, right? And there's no communication between. And things can get really icky in that case. So the rules are no fake jobs or items. So I don't want to see a job in your QuickBooks file called shop time or shop expenses or admin or paid time off, right? Those are not jobs. Customer jobs are real people who are actually paying you money to do work. Follow the path of least resistance and keep an eye on return on investment. This has to do with that idea of, I don't really know how to set up payroll, so all the payroll's going into payroll expense, and now I'm exporting stuff and doing journal entries and pivot tables, and then I'm putting it in as journal entries in QuickBooks. There are very easy ways of doing things, and we want to use all the tools that QuickBooks Desktop has available, many of which QuickBooks Online doesn't have yet, to do things as easily as possible. And keeping in mind return on investment has to do with how much time does it take you to do a thing, right? as bookkeepers and office people, we want to keep an eye on that. We don't want to spend 3 hours looking for 33 cents. I've had people brag about that when I teach QuickBooks classes at the community college. No, we want to always keep in mind, like, how much do I get paid per hour? How much time is it taking me to do this? What's the value to the company of me doing this? The P&L and the P&L by job must always match for income and COGS. We're going to look at examples of this. But you should be able to run a P&L and a P&L by job, and the income and COGS should exactly match. If you follow this rule, gross profit's always going to be correct. And that gross profit, especially gross profit percentage, is really important for people that are doing job cost accounting. That's one of the targets that they're always focused on, or should be. All COG entries must be assigned a real customer job. That goes back to no fake jobs, right? And it also will tie into the P&L and P&L by job matching. We would only want to have COGS associated with real customer jobs. So you don't create something called shop supplies as a customer and add that to the customer, add that as a customer for all of the entries. It's going to mess up our system. Accuracy is a must. I can't tell you how many remodelers I've worked with, and not even just remodelers, because my company works with all kinds of industries across the US, but the number of frustrated business owners that are just at their wits' end because they can't get their company profitable and they can't figure out what's going on and what's going wrong because nothing's in the right place, right? The data entry isn't being done correctly, and then they don't trust the financials, and then they don't even look at the financials, and 3 years go by and they've never looked at their financials because they gave up on them. It gets real bad real fast. And so we need business owners to respect the books. You cannot just sit any woman down in front of a computer and she knows how to do bookkeeping. Ryan, did you hear that? Shake your head. Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah. I work with so many spouses and sisters and moms that have taken over the bookkeeping because the owner asked them to, but they actually got a degree in marketing or early education. And they're just like, what am I supposed to do with this, right? And then they start clicking around. They maybe are using the register, which isn't a very helpful place to work. Things happen. So I really want business owners to respect the books and take them seriously. And those that have been through the process, this kind of situation, really do learn to make it a point to having good bookkeeping and understanding the bookkeeping. I had an experience with one of the with another accounting professional. My mentor and I were meeting with her, and she said that when it comes to the P&L and P&L job, that it will never match. And that was a really scary statement to me because it should match, and I'm going to explain why. And so if you have a bookkeeper or a support person that's helping you with the accounting and they make statements like, oh, well, this will never match, that's not the right answer. The right answer is we're going to make it match because it should. And so that P&L versus P&L by job, you'll see that as we go through this. Okay, so we must adapt to the tech. I had a presentation that I went to where they said you must adapt to the technology, and it's true. No one's going to build their own software system from scratch. That would be crazy. But luckily, we don't have to adapt to the tech as much because we have BusyBusy, and they're incredibly collaborative and helpful. This is the kind of company you want to work with, and in the space you want to work with them, because they're still open to ideas and development ideas. They're open to making changes to the third-party app that integrates to QuickBooks. Like, they are not the mega corp where you can't get a hold of a tech support person that actually knows the system. They are not that. Some of you are experiencing that. Some of you are experiencing a product that was really good that got sold to a megacorp, and now it keeps breaking. And all the great hacks we did to make everything happen the way BusyBusy is going to help us make things happen, it all keeps getting broken because the megacorp just keeps on crushing it with their updates. That's not the world we live in with BusyBusy, luckily. So BusyBusy has been around since 2010. So, you know, we're 12 years in and they're still highly collaborative and helpful. So thank you so much. The other thing I want to say is the industry is moving much more toward you need more than a bookkeeper. You need someone who's technically savvy, almost accounting technicians. And the idea of controllers is going to become more and more important. If you allow artificial intelligence to do some pieces of your bookkeeping, a human still has to check it and make sure it's accurate. What are you using now, right? Paper, Excel, apps, no documentation. Big red flag on the play here. Even salary people should track their time. Why should they track their time? Because if they get disgruntled and go to a lawyer and say, I never should have been salary, I'm actually should be non-exempt hourly, and I worked 80 hours a week. If you don't have a timesheet, you can't prove they didn't work 80 hours a week. And those kinds of lawsuits can turn into hundreds of thousands of dollars fast. So watch out for that. With that in mind, there's another organization I founded under Get Organized called Administrators Unite. I would encourage office manager, bookkeeper folks to join this. We've got lots of great videos. It's free right now. Lots of great videos from lawyers and HR professionals on things you should know about, especially around payroll. So how are we going to get the data, right? We want to follow the path of least resistance, want to keep things in QuickBooks. And so we want to minimize Excel, and we want to use an app like BusyBusy. And here's our rules again, right, as a reminder. And so what we're going to do now is look at some financial statements. Our goal as bookkeepers is to create data that is going to create accurate financial statements, right? So what does accurate job costing look like? Bookkeepers, do you even know the target margin that the sales department's using? A lot of people don't, and you should, because I'll show you how it interacts. So let's take a look at our information here. So we're going to say that the markup for this company is 50%, margin should be 33. If you don't know markup and margin, go to my website and search for margin, and you'll see a blog I wrote. So the question is, does the P&L show a 33% gross profit? So now let's move on to another document I have for you. Let's see, new share, and I want this one. All right. First of all, the question, is the gross profit 33%? Answer, no, it's 46%, which makes it seem like we did really awesome. Like it's way better than 33%, which means we have way more gross profit. Woo, we're amazing. But wait, what's going on here? This is an example of a chart of accounts that's got this is an example of a QuickBooks file with a bad chart of accounts. Why? All of this stuff up here, this other income, discounts, you know, other miscellaneous income, I'm like PPP forgiveness, right? The PPP forgiveness. These are all called other income. They're not directly related to the service we're providing our clients, so it shouldn't be up here, right? So all of this stuff should not be up here. That's number one. The next thing, as we scroll down, we're looking for other things that are a mismatch. The first thing we know, though, is that this income cannot be up here, right? It doesn't belong. The only thing that should be an income, again, is things that are directly related to the service you're providing. For DaVinci Design Build, it's construction income and design income. That's it. That's the service we provide to clients. Only income allowed in the income area. Look at your P&Ls when we get off the line. I want you to go see if there's any other weird stuff in your income. Do you have interest income up there? Do you have finance charges? Do you have vendor refunds or credits? You know, things like that, the discounts you earn from vendors. None of that should be in income. It should all be in other income, bottom of the P&L. Next thing we're going to do is do a comparison report. Now for this one, I think I'm just going to do screen 3. because I want to show you these two reports side by side. This is the profit and loss. All right. You skinny. So this is a profit and loss. The next thing I'm going to pull up is the profit and loss by job. You can run these in QuickBooks, easy breezy. P&L by job, what I've done is instead of showing the job columns, I chose to just do total only. So run a P&L by job and then just do total only. Your job every month, at least every month, is to compare these two reports and make sure they're accurate. Okay. So when I scroll up to the top here, see how this doesn't match? This is what's assigned to jobs, 165,000. This is not assigned to jobs and shouldn't be up here. Okay. So I'm just going to get wild and crazy and delete these so that we can watch the percentage. So first of all, income should exactly match. And it has to match without using fake jobs. COGS. This is where BusyBusy really helps us out because the COGS must also exactly match. So when I'm looking at my P&L versus my P&L by job, I've got $12,000 to field gross wages. $12,000 to field gross wages. Yay, it matches. When do these not match? When people are coding the non-billable time into COGS. Your field staff people have time when they're not working on a job. They might be in a company meeting, they might be on vacation or sick leave, right? Those things do not go into COGS because you're not assigning them to a particular job, I hope. Moving down, we would confirm every month, you want to be confirming that each of these numbers match. So why don't the payroll taxes match? Well, in QuickBooks Pro and Premier, you can only have one Social Security payroll item, right? So all of the taxes, the way we do it, all the taxes get mapped to COGS, and then they get allocated to the other departments like admin and owner, at least monthly. So the difference, this $2,000 difference here will be a journal entry fix. But let me show you an example of one of the main problems that occur, especially if you're not using indirect expenses. Does everyone see how materials is $50,000 or $5,000 off, right? This is $50,000, this is 45. They don't match, they have to match. Why don't they match, right? Because we're trying to get this to be as close to 33% as we can. There might be slippage and grippage that causes this percentage to be different, but that's what we want to see on the P&L is the slippage and grippage are the only things impacting gross profit, and so it's not 33%. So BusyBusy is going to make sure that the money lands in all the right places. Let's look at what all the right places are right now. So we need to have payroll landing in COGS. I need payroll that lands in indirect. This is the non-billable, non-job time for field and production staff. And so money's going to land there, and it's all based on the timesheet. Money's going to land here, right? And then we can go down and see the admin and overhead. So the idea is we're splitting up the payroll information ahead of time. You don't do journal entries. You're not doing anything after the fact. It's all dialed in based on the timesheet and the payroll setup. I'm going to show you quickly why fake jobs are so dangerous. So we have $5,000 difference here in materials that doesn't match.
And really quick, sorry,
Yeah.
Jackie, there was a good question that came in along with this that maybe you can answer
Great.
while
Please.
talking about fake jobs. So
Yeah.
Jeff asked, how is PTO and non-billable time tracked without using fake jobs / items?
Great question, Jeff. You are going to use fake jobs and fake items in BusyBusy, but they're not going to land in QuickBooks. So in BusyBusy, if you turn on job tracking, you have to add a job. If you turn on item tracking, you have to add an item. But you're going to create those fake jobs and fake items in BusyBusy, and the system of BusyBusy is going to allow you to remove that information before it gets into QuickBooks. And we'll look at that in just a minute. Okay, here's an example. When I see that these two numbers don't match, I'm going to double click on materials on the P&L and see what's going on. Here's the problem. Everything in COGS must have a customer name. Do you see how this says Lowe's twice? That's because this wasn't assigned to a job. So this doesn't even belong in COGS, it belongs in indirect. So you have to be really careful about what you put in COGS. The only thing that should be in COGS are things that have customer names. So here's an issue, and here's the issue. Now, when you have a vendor name listed twice, this money is going to show up on the P&L, but not on the P&L by job, because there's no job assigned. The problem with the fake jobs here is now this in QuickBooks, if you make a fake job in QuickBooks, this looks like a job name. And so your P&L and your P&L and by job are going to look completely the same. You'll be like, they look perfect, but they're not, because this money is hidden in here as a fake job. So that's going to bring down your gross profit erroneously, because it never should have been in the mix in the first place. None of these things should have been in COGS. So once all those things get recoded, then the P&L versus P&L by job would be the same. Now, this one is still at 31%. Everybody see that? So it's not 33% gross profit, it's 31. And like I said at the beginning of this presentation, I know we're doing a deep dive into the financials, people. It might be a little overwhelming, but Ryan's got a video going and you can watch this a second time and pause it, right? So yep. 31%. Okay. If I say, okay, the new bookkeeper started making fake jobs. That was super naughty. This shouldn't be here. I'm taking $2,000 out of materials, right? Because I'm like that, this should not have had $2,000 listed. So I'm going to change it to $43,000, right? Because that $2,000 went to shop supplies, not a real job. Fixing it and taking that money out of COGS gets us to almost 33%. So nothing goes in COGS unless it can be assigned a job, and that the expectation from the sales department or the estimator is that these are expenses we're going to consider job expenses, right? It's whatever has been estimated for lands in COGS, and then slippage and grippage. So this is the big thing. If you can get your P&L and P&L by job to match every month and watch it to make sure that you understand, and this gets beyond the bookkeeper, project managers, owners need to understand if it's not 33%, why. And when it comes to the why, they're going to ask the bookkeeper, and the bookkeeper needs to be able to show in QuickBooks where the slippage and grippage is coming from, ideally. Make sense? Okay. So this is what we just went through. The P&L by job, income and COGS must exactly match the P&L, because then you know only job costs are listed in job income. Fake jobs, we'll lose the pattern. We won't be able to find errors as easily, so you shouldn't use them. You can use them in BusyBusy, and the BusyBusy system makes them go away. Transactions that are coded to COGS must have a real job. I keep saying it, right? It's like I say the same thing 3 different ways because it's so important. And then at month end, you're allocating a few things like payroll taxes, but most of the work should be done for you. You really shouldn't have to do any job cost stuff by hand. It should all be handled for you. Big alert here, you know, bookkeepers have to do your bookkeeping the corporate way. A new bookkeeper should not suddenly be adding chart of accounts and changing the way you do things. There should be conversations around it. Bookkeepers, we have to adapt to the corporate way, even if it's not the way you've done it before, because as we all know, there's tons of different ways of doing bookkeeping, right? Have to watch out for perfectionists. Those are the bookkeeper types that chase cents, and also completionists. These are the type of people that are more likely to have fake jobs and fake items because they want to fill in every single field on a screen. So 2 disabilities in our bookkeeping world I want you folks to watch out for: completionists and perfectionists. And we only want to create data we're going to use. So you don't want to be adding a bunch of stuff into QuickBooks or wherever. Payroll has the same rules as everything else. No fake jobs, right? No fake items. Always make sure the timesheets are correct and then do payroll. I know we're getting down to the time where we wanted to save for questions here. I am going to show you just the BusyBusy, like how the BusyBusy stuff works here. As soon as I can get rid of this guy. Here we go. Okay, so I want to leave it on this screen, and I know I have a big screen, so it can be kind of hard to see things, but we're going to be pulling a lot of stuff over to this screen. So this is BusyBusy, right? It looks a lot like everything else that you've probably ever worked with, right? You know, it's got its own bells and whistles, but for instance, what I did was I put in some time for everybody, got Betty White, the admin, Leon Da Vinci, the owner, and Samuel L. Jackson as the ultimate project manager here. They have time. We scan to make sure that BusyBusy has so many bells and whistles and amazingness. You have to talk to Ryan, because like I can't even absorb it all yet. It's going to take me a couple of years to really appreciate the intensity of this product. It's insane. I love it. Once you get the BusyBusy stuff done on this end, it gets exported to the super cool thing that has just like push this button, push that button. They made it super easy and straightforward for us of what to do. And so you're exporting the data from BusyBusy into here. And then to get it into QuickBooks, we have to do another step, which is this import function here. And this is an example of when the import system says, hey, I'm kind of confused. I'm not quite sure what to do with this. So it will highlight if there's any issues before it goes into QuickBooks. But notice here, this is what's going to get imported into QuickBooks. Notice Betty White does not have a customer because she's the admin. She doesn't have service items, she's the admin. Samuel L. Jackson has no customer here for 2 hours and no service item because he was doing indirect work. It says emails and PM stuff, right? So this is what it should look like at the end of the day, right? We don't want to see the fake jobs and fake items. Are they in BusyBusy? Oh yeah, they are. I made them. But they're not going to get into QuickBooks because of this super cool system that BusyBusy has created. This is where you tell the system what to do with all the data, like what to get rid of, what to add. Here's projects, fake projects that are in BusyBusy. admin, non-billable admin. So I'm not going to teach you this because the BusyBusy team can teach you this. I'm going to teach you this. One final thing for today. I'm going to go to my memorized reports. Now, for those of you, quick side QuickBooks tip, if there's anything you really want on your icon bar, and I know you probably have a side panel, you can turn it to an icon bar, you can go to view and add it to the icon bar. I just add memorized reports to my icon bar. So now I'm like, bam, there it is, memorized reports. That's in view. Any window you have open, you can do view, add to icon bar. I have 2 reports that I made for you in payroll. So month-end close shows the P&L and P&L by job, because you got to check those for month-end close minimum. Payroll, 2 reports. I'm going to show all dates because we were out playing with this and I know there's data in here. So this one says must have job and item. Now, these reports, this is a time by job. I can do a time by job by item, right? There's all these time by job reports. You do not need to have a special version of QuickBooks for the time reports. They're in every version of QuickBooks. But this report says must have job, must have item. So every single entry here, I want to see customer name and project, right? Customer name and project, or excuse me, customer name and project and the service items, aka cost codes. So they all must be present in this report before I do payroll. This ensures that you're not going to add anything that's got a payroll item that says I'm direct COGS that's missing either the job or the item. That's what these reports do. The next report I've created for you is one that's called must have no job, no item. And that's what this one looks like. And again, I could add items. This report must say no job assigned, no job assigned. This report is filtered for payroll items that are non-billable payroll items. The payroll items that are selected for this report is everything except for what's mapping to COGS. And then the other report is only the direct payroll items, only those payroll items mapped to COGS, okay? Big important thing here, and it gets beyond the scope of today, but you have to have your payroll items set up correctly and mapped to the correct places and used properly in the timesheets for you to have accurate job costing data. I'll say that again. For accurate job costing data at the end of the day, you must have payroll items that are mapped to all the different places where you want the dollars to land, and you must have timesheets that are linking these payroll items to the jobs and the items so that when they're on the financial reports, they're accurate, right? So job, item, payroll item, they all have to be in sync for you to end up with correct financials. BusyBusy is going to make sure that the payroll piece of this is accurate, and that when we have an indirect PM time, it comes in with no item and no job. And it does that through the magicalness of Manny and Gordon and the spreadsheet macro. They call it the macro they created with the third-party system. They solved it for you so you don't have to do your own app stacking. They've got you. Now, I'm going to go back to just sharing my PowerPoint. I am ready for questions.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, I don't know if I said this, Jackie mentioned it, this is being recorded. We will send this recording out to everyone, so no worries. You will be able to rewatch this. And then I did see a question come through from Priscilla. So she asks, so with the P&L and P&L by job, how it must match for income and COGS, what about labor burden? The labor burden number is larger on the P&L than the job P&L when we have vacation time entered for employees. Should I be adjusting the labor burden on the overall P&L?
Great question. Priscilla, what I do is I take that delta and I move it back downstairs into indirect on a monthly basis. So quarterly, you can then do an audit of the labor burden and see, are you over allocated or under for the quarter? And then make some decisions based on that knowledge if the indirect percentage you're using in payroll needs to be revised. If it does, you need to talk to estimating and project managers before changing it. Make sure it's a team thing. But what I would do on a monthly basis is move that delta back downstairs into indirect, because as you said, that's the burden that was assigned to like vacation pay. So it doesn't belong in COGS. Good question. Next up.
All righty, got one from Tanya. Currently, the time reports don't pull until payroll is imported into QuickBooks. How does this work with this program to use the report prior to doing payroll?
Oh, got it. Okay. So this is very similar in that it's going to be pulling the time data for an entire pay period and putting it into QuickBooks. And so I think it's going to be similar to what you're doing now, where it's, and Ryan, is there any little hack or workaround that you know about? Like, can you like import time into QuickBooks weekly
Yeah,
instead of per pay period?
yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, so that would be another option. You could have set it up so BusyBusy allows you to import on like a weekly basis, so every week you can be bringing that time in and making sure it's accurate so you're not under the gun for payroll. Thanks, Tanya.
And then I saw a question come through on, so like this company's not currently tracking service items,
Okay.
but looking to get started. So want to just understand like what are some things they could be doing to start?
Yeah, great question. Okay, service items. I'm going to actually pull it up in QuickBooks because what's the fun of not doing that? Okay, so I want to sort by, let me get this. Okay, new share and QuickBooks. So the cost codes, AKA service items for any business, and again, this is an example remodeling database, but a lot of companies have a similar kind of layout. Like you start the work and you demo or whatever, and then you do. So your cost codes, aka service items, need to match up exactly with what the estimators are using, which means maybe the estimating worksheet needs to be revised. But what we're looking at here is a cost code list, and notice how we've got an L going to wages, mapped to wages. We have an M, project management M, mapped to materials, and a project management S mapped to subcontractor. So usually what you do is you have some sort of a group, and under the group, it's all the different things you're doing. If you're using estimates, then it needs to match up with what the estimator's using, right? Like the wording and the categories need to match up. So I would start there, but then remember in QuickBooks, you can't just have project management. You need to have the subcategories that allow you to map it to the different cost of goods sold accounts. If you're using items, nothing should go into COGS except for by using an item, meaning you never code anything directly to materials. You always have to say, well, it's site work materials, right? You have to use the item. So that's a couple of the most important things is you can't just have site work, you have to have subgroups so that it's mapped to the different accounts, and that it should match up and link up with what the estimator is doing so that you can do estimate versus actuals if you're estimating. Okay, what else?
Awesome. Jeff just asked, how are PTO accrual and balances tracked when using BusyBusy? Is an outside Excel file required for this? And Jackie, maybe you know it. Do PTO accrual and balances, do they exist inside of QuickBooks for employees?
They do and they can. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the balance and accrual would sit there then, and then employees do have the ability to request time off in BusyBusy, and then admins, owners, whoever needs to can go through and accept those, deny those, but then that would just be managed and put into QuickBooks to say, okay, here's what their balance is left at, or here's what they've accrued.
You will notice that my cat Fluffy Pants has joined the meeting. I apologize for the tail. It's better just to ignore, otherwise it'll get even worse. You can track sick and vacation use in QuickBooks. So the report you usually find is the sick time balance, which doesn't have a lot of data. The time off list, that's down here. But for those of you that are tracking sick and vacation, I would encourage you to do it in QuickBooks. And there's a report right here, employees and payroll, more payroll reports in Excel. employee sick and vacation history. This shows you all of the accrual and usage. So you can do an audit if it seems like somebody's off, you can dig into the details right here and see exactly what transpired. So Jeff, I would encourage you to leverage this system in QuickBooks. Okay.
Awesome.
Any more?
Last one I saw, so Tanya asked, so just a little clarification. So BusyBusy, the question was, is BusyBusy just, is it a payroll program like QuickBooks Time or T-Sheets? The answer is yes. We're both capturing time and moving it over into QuickBooks. The main difference is that BusyBusy is specific for construction or field employee companies. So a couple of different things are a little different, like being able to capture non-injury reports every day, scheduling, capturing photos and tracking them to the job, documentation or documents, tying documents to the job. So those are just a couple of things that make us a little different, that it is construction specific. But yes, it's a way for your employees to capture time and move it over into your accounting system.
And it also can track equipment usage. So it's like bigger than T-Sheets in a lot of ways. It's got more. It's got more power and capability. And it also, because it's playing in its own sandbox, you're not going to have that hand reaching down, changing things, which is something that we've been seeing. So BusyBusy's, got its thing going on, and it's separate outside of the Intuit world. I love BusyBusy. I already have one remodeler that's already switched over. She's thrilled. She was our beta test. Her and Gordon worked together to figure everything out. These folks are ready for us. They know what we need. And I think it's a really good product. And I am totally fine with the idea of using the easy, also called Zachary, importing system. The Zachary system works great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave this up here for a second because this is from my beta testing client. These are things that she has said, right? So before you get started in the process, always double check to make sure, do you need to add an employee? Because if you do, you need to add them in QuickBooks, the macro, and BusyBusy. Have you changed your password? Check all the things you can check that might go sideways before you get started, before you import and start the process. We've got the no project mapping that they took care of for me. Here's where we go through. It validates the data right before it goes in. And then really important, I know I didn't teach you how to make these reports, but create custom reports so you can look at just the billable payroll items and just the non-billable payroll items as a function of the time, job, item data points, like what I showed you. And I'm happy to show people how to make those reports if they don't know how. Because that then saves the day. Before you process payroll, make sure it's right. The people using third-party payroll, don't do journal entries and all that stuff. QuickBooks Online allows you to do manual payroll. So you can pretend you're running payroll and you're in the timesheet and you're just adding the taxes and things that the third-party payroll person had and using the time data from BusyBusy. So you can mock up payrolls, basically. Be careful when you mock up payrolls, make sure they look exactly the same. Don't do any compiling, commingling. I know one of my mentors had this thing where she had a fully burdened rate and use that. Don't do those things. If you end up going to assisted payroll, they'll make you delete it all. So turn on manual payroll and preferences and mimic the third-party payroll in QuickBooks. It'll handle your tax allocations, your job costing, and your labor burden allocation. There's just no reason not to go there. I know we're running a little bit behind. Further resources, I know I gave you some. Administrators Unite, brassjacks.com, getorganized.com, the manual. You can contact me. I can help you directly. You can sign up for our newsletter. Check out YouTube. And of course, Ryan and his super awesome team are available and ready to help you. We already did the questions. And so here's a great big thank you to all of you who showed up today. I know this was a lot, and it's really hard to take a chunk of this and get it into an hour because everything is so connected. If we just talk about one piece, then you're not seeing the connectivity and the patterns. So I realized that I just, as usual, for those of you that know me, I did the fire hose, and now it's your turn to watch the video when it comes out, look at your notes, start clicking around in QuickBooks and explore. That's what we do. We bookkeeper types are explorers and sleuthers. So sleuth away.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, you guys can tell why we brought Jackie on here to do this today. Is she is an expert. I really appreciate you coming on here, Jackie, and doing this with us. And like you said, there's so much more we could cover. We'll have to just continue to do these. And I did also, just for everyone, drop a link to Jackie's website in the chat if that's helpful. Grab that. If you need help from Jackie, don't hesitate to reach out. She'll help get you squared away. And then, yeah, we'll send out the recording, and you guys should be good to go. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks, Ryan.
Okay, see you all.